Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about what is new in this update because there's quite a few things that we need to talk about. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to go over are, of course, the freebies. So you want to go to your systems over here, get campaign items, receive item account, and everyone's going to get the apology for the unscheduled maintenance as well as bugs. And they actually gave us 100 star gems as well as 3 N rare drop rates plus 25%. So these are pretty nice. Make sure to pick that up. Next thing is, of course, the Phantasy Star Remix login gift. So we do get the new Alio Town Remix music CD, as well as the build parts for the Phantasy Star Poster C. So make sure to pick that up as well. The next thing I want to talk about is going to be the limited time quest over here. So we do have the new Drazen Plant Interception. And personally, this limited time quest really surprised me on how good it is. So first of all, I do recommend people to run this at least once because it does give you 10 of the Halloween 2023 special scratch tickets for the first time you complete this. So do it, at the very least do it once, okay, so that you get your 10 scratch tickets. It's going to give you some star gems as well as a bunch of cosmetic items. You can't really lose there. However, on top of that, it gives you 30,000 seasonal points every single run. And as you can see in the B-roll right now, it takes me about 5 minutes per run. Like if you're in a slower group, it might take 6 to 7 minutes. However, usually it's under 10 minutes unless you're in a really under-geared group. But in Ship 2 at the moment, everyone's just blasting through it. Like every run I've done, even with just pure randoms and just pugging it, you know, it's under 6 minutes. Every single run has been under 6 minutes. If you're on the slower side, maybe 7 minutes. But I've never been in a slow run so far. Now, as for the key items that you're looking for over here is, of course, you can get all of the Tisha weapons, all of the different Octo armors. So that includes the Arga, the Belta, and the Shezas, Photon Chunks 2A and 2B, Arms Refiners 1, as well as Arms Refiners 2, all of the different Defi capsules, as well as the Halloween 2023 special scratch tickets. Now, these are just the items that they put in the featured item drops. What you can also get are LC capsules as well as growth mint. Personally, I think this limited time quest is a faster way to farm growth mint than running Lucille Exploration. Personally, I only run Lucille Exploration for my guaranteed 10th growth mint, and then I run Darkfall Solace every single day to get my guaranteed 10 growth mint over there. So 20 growth mint every single day. And then on top of that, if I still want to play more, then I just spam the Living Daylights out of Drazen Plant Interception, because I want all of those different LC capsules so that when I do get future gear, that's going to be my new budget, quote unquote budget gear. I'm just going to throw all these LC capsules onto all of my different pieces of gear and I'm good to go. You're going to be relatively strong and you're going to be able to complete all of the different content that the game has to offer. And on top of all of that, of course, you're farming for the growth mint because you're getting the growth mint in order to buy the Octo armors if you want that, or invest more into the Veshmel weapons in order to try to get a higher fixa. There are plenty of uses for growth mint, so that is great. And on top of all of that, all of the enemies here, including the bosses, are all seasonal enemies. So as you guys can see in the B-roll, I am sustaining 8,000, 9,000, and occasionally 10,000 DPS. It's actually pretty insane how much damage you can uphold while attacking these bosses. And this is all thanks to the seasonal weapon that I have with the Fixa 5 Termina. So all of my crits hit incredibly hard. The highest crit I've seen so far is 117,000 on a single hit. It's actually pretty insane. I didn't realize how strong katanas were with their photon blast on the last hit. I didn't think it was possible to hit over 100,000, but yeah, it proved me wrong. I did manage to hit 117,000, which is pretty crazy. However, that is not the cherry on top. The cherry on top is the extra rare drop rate plus 100%. Now, this isn't really going to help you get a Tisha weapon or Octo armor. You know, the chances of getting those are still relatively low. However, what it is going to help you do is get a lot of those LC capsules a lot quicker, a lot of the growth mint, a lot of the other things that can help you accelerate your growth of your character and upgrade your gear, especially when we do get new gear later down the line. But remember, in my assumption, I'm saying that in December, we're going to get new 10-star rarity weapons, or at least like a stronger 9-star rarity weapon. I strongly believe we're getting something in December. But nevertheless, this limited time quest is 100% worth farming for, simply because you're going to get a lot of useful materials as well as a ton of seasonal points. 30,000 seasonal points per run, and it takes 5 to 6 minutes per run. It's actually like undefeatable. This is the fastest way to farm for seasonal points. Farming in Makid lower level, farming in Retem Al Noth will not out farm 30,000 every 5 to 6 minutes. It's just too good. And on top of that, of course, you have the chances of getting the Tisha, the Octo Armors, LC capsules, Growth Mint, and all of these other goodies, which are really, really nice to have. Now, another thing that you guys should be working towards is going to be the limited time quest for your End Master Cubes. As you can see over here, farm 1 million points and you do get 1 End Master Cube. Hopefully most of you guys have done that already. If you haven't, don't worry, just run that limited time quest like crazy. Seriously, you're going to get your 1 million points incredibly quickly. It's 30,000 per run. It's really, really quick. So just keep running it and you will get all of the seasonal points. The next thing I want to talk about is the Monster Masquerade AC scratch over here. So some of you guys may have noticed that the trench coat does have a visual bug depending on what type of graphic settings you're playing on. However, as we can see here from the official post from Sega, a bug where some graphics are not displayed correctly under certain conditions for the following outerwear and its color variations. So these are of course all the trench coat variations for type 1 as well as type 2. So they are working on a fix. So if you are wearing any of these outerwears and you're like, wait, the color's a little bit off or there's some graphical errors, don't worry, Sega is working on this and hopefully they fix this soon. The next thing I want to talk about is you can now purchase AC with Razer Gold, and since there were some price hikes, especially with like Indonesia, Malaysia, Mexico, Brazil, you know, there were some areas where the prices were significantly increased. So if you are in some of those regions, you might want to look at Razer Gold as an alternative instead. However, if you live in like Singapore, I know Singapore didn't really get that big of a difference in the price adjustments. You might still want to purchase with Razer Gold because for every 1 USD you spend on Razer Gold, you actually get 30 Razer Silver, and you can actually use the Razer Silver to redeem additional AC as well as scratch tickets. So that is actually pretty nice. So basically they're giving you a chance to double dip. You top up Razer Gold with real money in order to buy AC. However, you get rewarded Razer Silver, which you can also double dip and use to buy even more AC. So this is a pretty nice system. Now, personally, I have never used Razer Gold before, so I don't know how the math adds up, but nevertheless, this is something that you can definitely look into. It might be worth purchasing Razer Gold over just like PayPal or whatever because of the extra rewards through the Razer Silver.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.